Hi, I am Lawanda Parker and I am the creator of IDLYA Designs. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and then I'll show you the products that God has brought to me to bring to you. It has helped heal me and make me a better person. Christmas Day 2013, my husband of 24 years, after work, raising children, grandchildren, it was time for my golden years. And he told me, I don't like you anymore. It's over and I'm gone. There was no discussion. There was no option. I had no way to go, nowhere to turn. And it took me years. And with God's help, not only have I gotten through it, I have become a better person, and I hope this can do the same for you. IDLYA Designs came from the words, I don't like you anymore, to God turning those words around and said, you know, I do love you always. And He does, and He said to keep it humble, to look at life through the eyes of a child. And I thank God every day for what He has done for me. These are the churches that I have designed, and upon my forgiveness to my ex-husband and God's blessings for myself, He opened my eyes and He brought this to me. And this is to teach children to pray. And also I have other products that we'll get to. But these are the churches, and this represents the eyes of a child. I also have 3 different sizes. We have our rack cards that will come in the churches, and we also have a church for our pet animals. My grandchildren love this. They actually came up with this idea, and this one is called Prayer for Paws, because my granddaughter wanted to pray for her animals, and so we built her a special church. And I'm sure your babies have pets that they love more than anything. So God's going to bless us all. When you order a church and they come in, please just know that they come separate. We hand paint these churches, and they come with a grassy foundation that you can take the saran wrap off, and you can actually place your church on the foundation. And inside the church, you will have your prayer rocks and the rocks that represent the eyes of a child. We also include the cross and glue dots, so that when your church comes in, you can actually let your child help you put it together. So not only will they be receiving this blessing, but they'll help build this. But the glue dots, you can take as you can see, you can take the cross and put it on top. You put the eyes of a child and the prayer rocks around the church. And as you see my display here, they can take these prayer rocks and you can teach them to pray. They can ask God to bless their mom, bless their dad, take care of them, and pray to Jesus. And in Jesus' name, they will put the rock inside the church and know that God is taking care of their prayers and that He hears them and that all is going to be fantastic. Okay, I want to explain too about the eyes of a child, as God directed me to do. This is a representation, and each rock is different and unique. So is our children. Each one is different, and not all children have the opportunity to go to church, or they don't live with their parents. They live with their grandparents or uncles or aunts. And we really need to let them know just how important God's love is for them, because God loves them and He will hear them if we can teach our children to pray and let them know that God is there and everything will be fine. Another way that I use these prayer rocks is I keep them in my car, in my purse. If I go anywhere, when I check out at 7-Eleven, or if I'm at Walmart or Dollar Tree, it doesn't matter where I am, I give them a stone and I let them know that God loves them. I had a lady actually started crying when I handed her a rock, and she told me, she said, ma'am, you don't know what a bad day I've had. And I said, well, God's there and He knows, and He'll be there for you. So not only are the prayer rocks for the prayers, but we hand them out just to let people know that God's alive and He's there and He'll take care of you always.